So today, this is what we have. We have to simplify this expression over here. We have n plus 1 combination 3. Okay? And don't get confused. This one is not vectors, right? This one is not vectors. This is combination. So n plus 1 combination 3 minus n minus 1 combination 3. So to be able to simplify this particular program, we need to remember our combination formula. We know that n combination r equals n factorial out of n minus r or factorial r factorial. Okay, so this is the expansion, this is our formula that we are going to use to simplify this. So in this case, our n over here represents n plus 1, and our r is what? 3. Okay? So we are going to have n plus 1 or factorial out of n plus 1 minus 3 or factorial 3 factorial. I hope you can see that. Good. So we are going to have, we can simplify the denominator over here. We are going to have n plus 1 or factorial out of, so when you expand this bracket, you can see you have plus 1 minus 3, which is going to give us what? Minus 2. So we are going to have n minus 2 or factorial, and this 3 factorial is going to give us 6, right? Because you have 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, good. So at this point, you can see that we have n plus 1 over here, and we have minus 2, n minus 2, rather. So if we are to expand this one can go on and on and on, and we will never enter into addition. Okay? So what you have to do is, with addition, if you take addition and expand it, it's possible that you are going to enter into subtraction. Okay? So it's better for you to expand the numerator so that it can help us to cancel this one off. Okay? So let's look at the expansion. So we know that n plus 1 is going to give us factorial. For the expansion, we have n plus 1, okay, multiplying n plus 1 minus 1, okay, multiplying n plus 1 minus 2, okay, multiplying n plus 1 minus 3, okay, factorial. You can see I've ended over here simply because over here, if we simplify this one, we are going to get n minus 2. Okay, so that one can help us to clear the denominator. So let's divide this one by n minus 2 or factorial 6. Okay. So at this point, let's simplify the numerators. We have n plus 1. So here is going to give us n. Okay. Then we have multiplying. This is going to give us n minus 1. Then over here we are going to get n minus 2 or factorial. And everything is out of n minus 2 factorial 6. Okay. Remember that whatever we are doing over here, we are dealing with the first part alone. So we are dealing with the first part. So this one, after simplifying this one, you can also take this one and simplify it. Then at the end of the day, you can put them together with the subtraction sign. Okay. So this one over here, this one can cancel this one off, leaving us with n plus 1, multiply n minus 1, all out of 6. And I hope you are clear over here with this expression. Now at this point you can go for the second part and simplify it to this level so that you can put our results together. So let's take the second part over here and deal with it and see what we are going to do. So over here we are going to have, so in the same manner, with the same formula, we are going to have n minus 1 factorial out of n minus 1 minus 3 all factorial 3 factorial. Okay, so that's what we are going to have. So in this case, you can simplify this one further by n minus 1 factorial out of, so when we open this bracket here, we are having minus 1 minus 3, which is going to give us minus 4. We are going to have n minus 4 all factorial. And this 3 factorial is going to give us what? 6, right? Now in this case, you can see that here there's minus n minus 4. Here is n minus 1. It means that if you take the numerator and expand it a little bit further, you are going to land on n minus 4. Okay? So at this point, we expand the numerator over here a little bit further using combination formula. So let's expand the numerator. So we are going to have n minus 1 multiplying n minus 1 minus 1, right? I hope you remember. So we have multiplying n minus 1 minus 1 minus 1, right? Then we'll be having n minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. Okay, that's what we are getting. And we are stopping here because it will coincide with the denominator over here. And everything out of n minus 4 all factorial 6. Okay. So let's simplify the numerator a little bit further. We are going to have n minus 1 over here. The here is going to give us n minus 2. This side, n minus 3. The here is going to give us n minus 4 all factorial out of n minus 4 all factorial 6. Okay, so this n minus 4 factorial will cancel this minus 1, n minus 4 factorial, so that it will reduce to n minus 1 and minus 2 and minus 3 out of 6. Okay, so that's what we are getting over here. So now we can put our two expressions together with the minus sign. Okay, so let's put them together over there. So we have n plus 1 and n minus 1, okay, out of 6 for the first part, then minus n minus 1 and minus 2, then n minus 3 out of 6. So we see that this is select fraction, right? How we can see that? Yeah. The denominators are the same. So we can take one of the denominators and subtract one of the numerator. Can you see that? Okay. So in this case, you can bring out 1 out of 6, taking one of the denominators, 1 out of 6 here. Now you can put this one in bracket. You have n plus 1 and okay, let's expand them. Okay, let's expand this one. So after bringing our 1 out of 6 out, You can expand this one. I hope you can do that. So n is multiply, let's expand all of them. So what we have here, n times n will give us what? N squared. Let's expand it straight away. So we have n squared, let's bring here n squared, then n times minus 1, minus n, then 1 times n, plus n, minus 1, right? Okay. Let's move on. Yeah, let's expand 2 over here so that at least, so we have n minus 1. Let's expand the last 2. N squared minus 3n minus 2n plus 6, right? Over here, let's do the bigger bracket. So you realize that the minus sign will be affecting all of them, right? Yeah. So in this case, let's expand this one further. Just are going to do that all. This will go up, right? So you are going to have this one clearing up. Then n times n squared will give us what? N cubed minus n for this section. At this point, we also have what? Minus 3n and what? Minus 2n. You can put them together. What are we getting? Minus 5n. So let's expand that section also. So minus 5n at the middle. Can you see that? So we have n times n squared will give us what? N cubed. Okay. Then n times minus 5n.
We have minus 5n squared.
Minus 5n squared. Then n times the constant over the numerator. 6n. How do we can do that? Then our minus 1. I'm going to get minus n, right? Minus n squared. Is it plus?
Yeah, plus n. Plus 3n.
Plus 5n.
5n.
Minus 6. Just 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we have. And this one can go a little bit further, right? We have 1 on 6 out. So here, let's expand them by moving what? The bracket. So you have n cubed minus n. So this minus sign is affecting everything inside the bracket, right? So you are going to have minus n cubed plus 5n squared, is that okay? Minus 6n, don't you so?
Yeah.
So here you can see that there are similarities over here that we can put together, right? But we can still do it. So 6n. There we have plus what?
N squared.
N squared minus 5n plus 6. That's what we have. Now you can simplify, you can cancel the similarity. So we have n cubed minus n what? Cubed. So this will take care of this. Then we have 5n squared, right? 5n squared, which is positive. We have positive n squared. So it means we can put them together. So 5n squared plus n squared will give us what? 1 on 6. We are having 6n squared. There we have minus n here. So minus n minus 5n.
Minus 6n.
So minus
6n
6n
minus 6n.
minus 6n. Okay, there's another 6n over here.
Yeah.
So we can add them together. We are going to have one 12n, isn't it?
Yeah.
Minus 12n. Because we have minus n over here, minus 6n over here will give us minus 7n. Then you have minus 5n, making minus 12n. Okay. Then the last number over there is plus 6. Good. That's what we have. Now you can see that there's 6 over here. This 12 is also what? A multiple of what? 6. And there's another 6 over here. So this 6 over here is going to, if you multiply through by 1 6 over here, it's going to move, cancel those ones off, right?
Yes.
So we are going to have, this will cancel this one off, giving us n squared. And this 6 is going to cancel what?
2n
This 12 to give us what?
minus 2n.
Minus 2n. This same 6 is going to cancel this 6 off, it's going to give us what? Plus 1. Right?
Yeah.
And that's what we have. So at this point, we can factorize this one out by using what? Minus 1 minus 1, right? So you are going to have n squared minus n plus 1, right? So you can group them nicely. And this will give us what? N out, n minus 1, okay? Then over here, minus 1 out, and minus 1. So at the end of the day, we are going to have n minus 1 and minus 1. So you can see they are the same, multiple repeating factors. So you can put this one together and have our final answer to be n minus 1 all squared. And this should be our final answer of this particular. Okay.